Get ready for the dopest show around, the Whiskey No Chaser podcast.
Yourpersonalmunch.com. I got my first ad here. We got Munchies, your personal delivery service. These people are exclusive to Hudson County, New Jersey right now. In all honesty, these people have been doing this since 2009, man. This is before Uber Eats. This is the original Uber Eats in my area. This guy was doing it exclusive by himself. Now he's got a team and he's moving things around the area. They are the exclusive delivery sponsored carrier for these three places in Jersey City, New Jersey. El Sabroso, White Manor, and Ringside. You could go to freaking El Sabroso, get yourself, you hit Munchies up, you get yourself some delicious Spanish food. You got family coming over, right? You know, the wife is busy, man. She got the kids, she's working, you're working. Have fucking Munchies hook you up with the best meal you can have and have it delivered. Nice and fresh at a flat fee. That's the difference between Munchies and Uber Eats and anybody else. You get one flat fee, you're paying what the restaurant is charging you. They're not upcharging, you know what I'm saying? Because restaurants, they usually upcharge in order to be able to pay the ridiculous Uber Eats fees. But not with Munchies. He don't charge them too much. He only has one flat fee that he charges you and one flat fee that he charges them. He gets paid, you get your food, they get paid. Everybody's good. You're not being overcharged. He also has White Manor. Get those little burgers. So White Manor is right across the street from Ringside. So what I would do if I'm hanging out, I'd order all those delicious little burgers from White Manor, and I'd order the fucking delicious drinks, the buckets from Ringside Bar and Grill. But not only that, Ringside Bar and Grill also has delicious food too. You can't lose with this situation, man. You cannot lose. And you're supporting a local business, man. Let's do this, man. Hudson County, exclusively, holla at Munchies, your personal delivery service at yourpersonalmunch.com, or you can call directly and mention before you make your order, mention that the promo code Whiskey No Chaser, and they will give you your first delivery free, man. Come on, you're winning, man. This makes no sense for you not even to try this. My Hudson County residents, man, let's support local business and let's get things delivered to our houses without us having to leave the house. Right now, it ain't time to be running around. Munchie got you, though. He's going to be healthy. He has the sanitizer. He has everything. He can deliver Dutchies to your house, man. If you need Dutchies, he got you. Anything you need. He's not just exclusive to these three restaurants. It's just that those three restaurants do not deal with Uber Eats, and they gave him the exclusive contract to deliver for them. But he delivers everything. You know what I'm saying? You got a certain specific store that only sell the special backwoods that you want. Send Munchies, man. You ain't got to leave the house. Stay right there, man. Break up the bud. It'll be there in a little bit. All right, man? So again, holla at my boy, at my boys at Munchies, your personal delivery service, yourpersonalmunch.com, and also 201-838-5535. I'll have all the information down here on the screen, and y'all could get that and write it down and go holler, man. Hudson County exclusive. Jersey native. Let's help our local businesses, man. Let's fucking represent for this company. Anybody else willing to do ads on my show? Hit us up on Instagram. All right, DWNC Pod at Instagram, right? That's how that goes? Or no, at DWNC Pod. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Thank you. Yo, this Whiskey No Chaser podcast, the illest podcast on the planet, bitch. I don't know why I felt like saying it like that, but it's your boy Hector. Today I got a very special guest. It's been a long time coming. The homie OC was really good.
Yo, what up,
How you doing, my brother?
What's good?
SMT gang?
SMTizzle.
Yeah? What's it stand for, bro?
Many things. Smoking mad trees, sexing mad twat. When you locked up, serving my time. Spraying mad train lines. Anything. Subliminal mind tricks. Many things.
Wow. I like it, though. You really have. I mean, shit. Some people just say one or two things. You could have kept going, it feels like.
Yeah, absolutely. I always find different acronyms all the time that apply.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, shit, man. First off, cheers, man.
Hey, salute.
Salute, man. Thank you for coming again. Let me just start off, I guess, let's start off with the beginning, man, of who you are and, where you came from. What does OC stand for? Talk about it.
Well, I write OC1. When I first started writing, it was a very long time ago. The name was given to me by my sister's boyfriend. He used to always be like, yo, what up, OC noobs? you know, like back in the 90s, you know, like Ock was a big thing. It was like, if you were like 5% or Islam or study the nation, Ock was a term for like brother. So it was like, that was like very common at the time. I never knew what it meant. But I remember I tried spelling it out one day and he gave me some outlines and some tags and I just took off from there. I originally first started writing 99 when I really picked up a can of paint. It was 99. I was 15 years old and I fell in love. I loved the rush. I love, you know, the fucking adrenaline, running, fucking doing shit on the low key, waking up the next day, driving by highways and just seeing shit like blasted, like, oh shit, hell yeah, we got that off.
Yeah.
You know, that always did it for me. And it was like really, you know, a way of like being in touch with your surroundings. Graffiti always stood out to me. I always loved graph, always.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, because you do hit spots and you'll like, let's say when you hit a spot and then somebody else, I mean, some people call side busting, but somebody else that you know that you fuck with comes next. It's almost like a communication, like, yo, I was here, man. You know what I'm saying? Or how do you feel about that? Even if you know.
Yeah, I mean,
what
some people take it too far and blow the spot up. And like, if they side bust your shit and that be the reason you get buffed, you might feel some type of way. Yeah. So like, and you know, just to back to like touch on the origin, you know, I had dropped the noobs and I stuck with the 2 letters OC. And, you know, all throughout, you know, cases and growing up and being arrested, I never changed the name. I always stayed thorough and stay true to those 2 letters. And like I had aliases back in the day that I dabbled with, like Nympho, you know. That's self-explanatory. But but you know, I always stuck with the 2 letters. And, you know, cats that fuck with me, you know, they appreciated that. They were like, yo, I can fit in. He only got 2 letters, you know. So it's crazy because I got the least amount of letters out of all the cats I write with, but I always be the last one finished. And like, you know, and that's like a significant meaning too, like an acronym for OC, obsessive compulsive, because I can't just leave a piece alone. I sit there all day.
Yeah.
If the, you know, daylight will allow me to. And but I don't know, man. I think that it's something that like becomes a part of you and it makes you, you know, who you are.
The obsessive compulsiveness to your art or the just everything,
just graffiti in general, and also the compulsiveness of it too, because it's like almost like a bad habit. Like I have to, like I like to keep me sane. I have to write.
Yeah, go out and bomb something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as hungry as I once was. Believe me, I put my time in my early 20s. You know, I'm in my 30s now, and you know, I think I'm not going to waste paint on spots that I know is going to get buffed. So I like to do trains, you know, fucking legals, things like this. Because, you know, I know nothing lasts forever. You know, the buff is out there heavy. People take 287, you know, Route 9, fucking 440, all that shit. And it might last a week or so, but then it gets cleaned. Like all these toll roads, they're getting buffed. I'm from a generation where 287 was a gallery. You would wake up and fucking drive and see who had shit out the next day. And it was just fucking getting killed every day. And, you know, it was something really dope. I'm glad to, have come into the game late 90s, early 2000s, you know, and really fucking just try to establish a name for myself because that was important. That was definitely important.
Hell yeah, I remember that time. Savior, all these people.
Mad Beef, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, you can tell me. I don't know who had.
No, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but you know, there was definitely a war going on the highways, and you know, cats that fucking paid attention to this shit know that, you know, we definitely, me and, you know, people I was writing with at the time definitely held our own.
As you should, my brother.
Yeah. I wasn't going out like that. I see my shit ride. I'm like, fuck that. I'm going back tonight. I ain't letting that shit ride, you know?
How to get my shit back.
Yeah, nah, fucking you ain't playing me like that. You know, that was always important. Like I would never allow myself to get played. You know, I'm not a big dude either, you know what I mean? But like when it comes to this graffiti shit, I took that shit serious. And I think that's like something with my writing too. Like I always go as big and as fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. You go big, bro.
Yeah.
2 letters, but big.
Yeah.
Taking up 5-letter spaces and shit.
Yeah, word up. Definitely.
Yeah, that's what's up. Now your style. Would you? I mean, unless you were gonna continue on with something
No,
else, that's fine.
go ahead.
We're gonna hop around, man. That's how I do. I don't have nothing written down. I just sit here and I talk
Go
to people.
for it. Yeah.
But yeah, fucking your style, man. Just talking about it. You know, where do you get it from?
It's like it's
fire.
definitely a New Jersey style.
Absolutely.
You know, there's definitely some New York influence, but I grew up with graph writers. You know, I was out of school at an early age in my teen years. Always grew up with older writers, and they kind of put me under the wing and showed me, show me the ropes and fucking how to establish myself. And there was rules like, hand styles come first, then your throwies, then you elevate to burners and straight letters and things like this. You had to have the fundamentals of graffiti down before you even thought about taking it to the level of piecing. And I think that's where this newer generation got it fucked up. They do spots and they do pretty colorful pieces and, whatever, but you can't even like write their name. It comes down to like tags and fucking throws. They really don't got it. And like, that was imperative to me. That was something that like fucking stood out. And I just love like catching tags. There's nothing like more therapeutic to me than doing that. Like if I be bored, just like whatever at home, like fucking, whatever doodling, like I practice a lot of tags before I do throwies and burners and shit like that, because that keeps me sharp. You know what I mean? Like you can't write your name. You just quit graffiti right now.
I mean, shit. I agree with that. I've seen that with a lot of people out here that not out here, not all people. I don't want nobody to get offended.
Tag is an art form in itself.
But their tag. I've also seen people that their tag is just like they have dope pieces, but then you look at their throw and their hand style, and you're like, what you been doing this whole time, my nigga? You're an artist.
You know what was always instilled in me was that, like when you do your throwies and shit, like even if you see it from a distance and your eyes are like hazy or like, like you're not really focusing on it, like you can still catch the outside glimpse of it. Like it had to stood out and like kind of be iconic. You know what I'm saying? It had to be something that people could recognize even when they're not 6 feet away from it.
Like a stamp of your shit. Exactly. And niggas know already.
Like, even if you've seen it from a distance, like, oh shit.
The corner of your eye. Oh, that's OC.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I keep calling you OC. I've been calling you OC since the 90s.
No,
since I started.
No, it's cool. People get it misconstrued. It's Ock or Ocky. But, when I introduce myself, I even find myself doing that sometimes, like OC, because then they'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they might not necessarily know how I spell it.
It's true. Yeah. And I've always called you OC.
Yeah. And, I think that it fucking, back to like tags and shit, like that's an art form in itself. And like some cats, like a lot of cats, I'm not here to talk shit or bash anybody, but it's like they kind of got the rules missing a little bit and like skipped fucking stages 1 through 4 and jumped right on to fucking stage 5. Like just try to like go for the gusto. And it's like, fucking slow down, practice yourself. The cats that like get up now, like, yo, it's dope that they're up and they're relevant, whatever, but I was always instructed like, yo, stay in the book. You don't want to play yourself. You don't want to, when you make your debut, you want to come correct and shit.
Facts. People see that and be like, yo, that's fire.
Like, not for nothing, not to, sound high and mighty, but there was a period I was a toy, but I still had a repertoire of shit that I can go to, different throwies, different straight letters, things like this that was in my, in my fucking back pocket to go to. It wasn't just like I was picking up fucking cans and just scrapping. It was like,
it looks like people practice on the wall nowadays.
Yeah. They get to the spot and that's their fucking second time.
Yeah, like, what? Let's do this real quick.
Yeah.
And even people, just tapping in on that the piecing shit that people skip everything and they get to piecing. You see that they put these dope colors together and they know how to fucking use the can. But then if you really pay attention to their outline, it's fucking trash, my nigga. Like you see it and I'm like, and there's people that are killing shit that have been doing this for a long time. And I'm like, hey man, we're gonna switch this outline anytime soon. You put the colors together. The outline is just horrible, And I mean, I ain't got to shit on nobody, but it's just what it is. And, if you feel the way, I could definitely, most likely, outright you, buddy. So don't talk to me about nothing. 100.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's to each his own. Some people say fucking cucumbers taste better pickled. Like back in from my generation, it was always did the fill first, then your outline came. And just because like you took a different route to get there, don't mean your end destination is gonna, be any different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's different methods. People fucking, freak it however they do it. But as long as your shit is fucking ill, it's got style, you ain't biting off of anybody and you're being original, and that's really what counts. And I think that that's something that a Like you can tell like which groups of cats are influenced by each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's relevant. You know, whoever you are, the company you keep. So if you hang out with whack writers, chances are you're going to be a whack writer. If you got guys that's pushing you and fucking, yo, hey, maybe switch this up, boom, give you little details and help you understand. I never went to art school, but it always stood out to me. It was so appealing to me, the techniques and the, you know, the shading and the contrast of colors and fucking, I can sit here and talk color theory all day. You know what I mean? Like that's something that really interests me. And like, you know, fucking, I come from a real generation of Jersey fucking writers, and like, we don't do no like out west shit or like West Virginia type shit. You see cats doing like white outlines with fucking black highlights and shit. Like that's like some hipster shit. Like that's the one thing I frown upon.
The anti, what is it called? They call it the anti-style.
Yeah. That's the one thing that I frown upon. It's like fucking, why bother? You know, it's like fucking just, they purposely make it look whack, and that shit, I don't know. That's some whole other shit.
Yeah, I don't understand. I remember when it started happening because, like I said to you off mic, I was a truck driver for a long time, and I used to be in the city. And I remember when it was like, you know, Mister and all these fucking beasts just killing shit downtown. And then it just went from that. I think I like switched jobs, and then I wasn't out there for. Then I came back, and I see all this anti-style. And what's up with all these bubble letters around here? What are these guys doing? But big as hell. And I'm like, okay, it's cool that you know, you're fucking going big, but my nigga, come
correct.
Yeah, my son can do this. And my son was like 4 at the time.
I think you should stay. You know, your style should match the area you come from. You know, so New York writers got their own thing. Like they do throwies. They don't do double outlines around them when they do their outline. You know, it's just that's it. Yeah. Once they catch the outline, that's it. They leave it alone. Like, you know, Jersey writers, we always put a color around our shit. People call it force field. I hate that term.
I call it force field.
I call it a double outline. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I recently came to the third. They say third line or double outline.
Yeah, triple outline, double outline, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the color that makes your shit pop.
I love that. Yo, I think it looks great.
I think a throwy isn't complete unless you got that little.
Yeah, I always feel like, maybe he ran out of paint or he was in a rush. There's a great spot. He couldn't, you know, get that force field down there, but. It really does, man. Even if it's just the same color as the film, fuck it, my nigga. But it looks great.
Definitely
cleans it up nice.
Definitely.
Now with your style, besides you know, because we spoke about how you go big, but where do you get all that from? Because your shit has shadows inside it's just dope, man. You got a bunch of fucking little accents that you throw in there that give it that pop. You know, where'd you get that from?
Yeah, I mean, just recently, I wouldn't say recently, but I'd say within like the last 10 years, I really took piecing seriously. And I was always that cat cats were like, oh, fucking, you know, Ocky can't do no pieces, bro. Fucking, we're taking bombing, but yeah, like he ain't, you know. And so that kind of motivated me to start doing burners and to start fucking with letter structure. And like the way that it was broken down to me was so simple. It was like burners and pieces, they're basically a hand style just made thicker and fucking, you know, so I use that technique and that frame of mind to structure my letters. So I know that, you know, an A consists of 3 lines, a side, a right side, and 1 in the middle. So like just to take that and play with it and understand letter structure, like you don't have to bite nobody now. Like, you know, you don't have to do that. Like I see like, you know, I understand nothing's original, you know, fucking everything's
been done at some point.
But I think, you know, at least try, you know what I'm saying? And fucking like, I mean, there's a few cats that I can mention that I really fucking, you know, that I admire nowadays that are a newer generation. But, you know, even like when they talk to me like, yo, I remember seeing you up when I was a kid. And that kind of keeps me youthful and keeps me going because it's like all the shit that I did back then, it wasn't time wasted. It was fucking, I was doing something for a greater good. I might have not realized it at the time, but I was establishing myself and, you know, not to sound arrogant, but like you can't mention New Jersey graffiti without me. And I think that I've, you know,
like that out, bro. Hell yeah.
You know, and that's just real, you know, like I mean that in the most humblest way, you know what I mean? And, fucking, you know, I had like a lot of great influence coming up, always surrounded by writers and fucking, if that's what you want to do, pursue it and don't stop. Just fucking fuck shit up. Fuck it. I catch a tag at least every day, whether it's fucking stickers, marker tags, fucking, you know, I try to do something graffiti oriented every day, whether I'm just sitting at home watching movies, sitting down with a canvas, doodling. Like I try to keep my mind sharp, and just because it's an outlet for me. Not only is it fucking, honing my craft, but it's therapeutic and fucking, not everybody, deals with shit fucking certain type of ways, or, like fucking for me, I like to draw. I like to get out of my mind and fucking, it's like my alter ego. When fucking Clark Kent steps into the phone booth, he come out Superman. When I come out, I'm Ocky. It's fucking.
You did break it down because, like I told you, OC was a thing for me. But when I was growing up, I had a guy around this area writing OC. He was the outcome. He would write the outcome. Man, dope cat.
That's pretty dope.
No, he was fire though. He was really good. Him and his brother Morbius and him. I heard they were brothers. I don't know. Maybe somebody lied to me. They might have been just homies, but they were always writing together. And yeah, it was just a dope thing. I want to shout him out. He's probably way older than me because I was fucking I was a freshman, probably in the 7th or 8th grade when he was doing that shit at that time. And shit.
Yeah, man.
And
shout out to old heads. Believe me,
respect to the old school heads, man.
You got to know your predecessors. You got to know the people that came before you, and you can't just be doing any old shit willy nilly. You got to fucking, you do some shit like. That's gonna fucking mark you as a writer. If you're a new writer trying to establish yourself and you fucking are just going over whoever, like fucking, you're making a fool out of yourself. You're not really abiding by the guidelines that were set and put in motion.
That's not the way to get fame, man. That's the way to get your head bust.
Definitely.
And respect to somebody that actually happened to recently. It sucks. But you gotta tell people. Sometimes you tell people, hey man, it's not a good idea to do that. You're coming in the game. I know you want your fame, but don't go messing with the niggas that been doing this shit a long time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're a newcomer. Stay in your lane, and you'll get your fame when it's time. I mean, just for anybody, if you're putting in work, like my man said, gonna get noticed, man. Every day, hone your craft and get right. You're gonna fucking get noticed at some point. But going over people that have been doing this shit a long time or side busting, like y'all was writing together and shit, that's just gonna get you fucking, situations you don't want to be in, man. Unless that's what you do, man. I don't know.
Yeah, fucking.
Some people like to fight.
Yeah.
Some people, that's what they do, man. They love to scrap. They want it. They're like, or some people you just can't beat up enough and they're never gonna stop buffing
I don't look for trouble. It just finds me sometimes. People are haters. When I tell you what, like if you don't got people hating on you, you doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that fucking, I went through a lot of beef, like my early 20s, my early 2000s, mid 2000s, like I went through a lot of beef where I wouldn't sleep and be late for work because I was out the night before taking my spots back, like fucking ignoring all responsibilities just to fucking, just to strictly pursue myself and make my point clear. Like I'm not going to just let that shit slide. Fucking.
Yeah, that's my spot. I was here first.
Fuck that.
Coming back for it.
Yeah. And, over the years, I actually inherited beef that wasn't mine, but just because of the people I was rolling with, that's fucking
a gang.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You take that on that, eye for an eye, your beef is mine type shit. You did to my man, I'm fucking going over you. Fuck that. You don't get no love.
No, yeah. Because, really, you would make your crew look soft. Say you come hit this wall afterwards and then your boys over here
why he go over me? Because you fucking roll with him, guilty by association. I'm taking your whole clique out. Fuck that,
That's how that should go. I would think,
And, fucking, I definitely been through that, man. It's petty. I'm older now. I try not to, like I said, search for trouble or deliberately go over people, especially younger cats that's trying to make a name for themselves because you know what it is? They ignorant. They don't got nothing to lose. I was that way. I'm still kind of that way. You got nothing to lose, and fucking, they got the fuck it's. And it's like, it's not that like I don't, I don't want to fucking go out of my way to take him out. It's pointless to me because you know what? That's like fucking, like Bruce Lee trying to fight fucking, the nigga from Cobra Kai. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's no match. Yeah. Like,
that's a great example.
You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, you playing yourself by even entertaining the thought. So it's like, I try to be mindful of what I do. I'm not, I've never been about playing myself and I ain't about to start.
Don't you dare.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Nah, don't fuck with the legacy, man.
I'll drink to that.
Yes, sir, man. Don't fuck with the legacy, homie. This shit. Yo, you got a fucking team, son. Let's just, just going in there real quick. Let's name, I think I've seen Serm years ago killing shit, right, Serm?
Yeah.
Y'all still,
He was on a little hiatus. I had him out a few weekends ago, but, life on life's terms. People have
Yes, sir.
families, things like this. Yeah.
Yeah. But you got Sherm. Hold on. And Tyson's at Yasin crew.
that's my brother,
Another
yeah.
fucking killer. Who else you got in the crew? Emo's not with y'all, right? SMT? Is he?
No, I don't really want to focus on that. I was cool with him. That's like,
I remember back in the days y'all wrote together. I don't know y'all had beef. I don't know what's going on there.
That was,
I'm just asking.
that was a major influence to me. People fall apart. That's all I'm really gonna say about that. And
That's cool.
things
It
happen.
happens.
It
happens. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be friends for life. We can share time.
Yeah, but there's no bad blood. I want to make that clear.
That's
there's no
beautiful.
Like I've seen them. You know what I'm saying? Everything's fine. It's cool. It's just as far as like writing together, that's something that we don't do. And it's no fucking. I think egos might be involved, but that's all I'm.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. We're men and we're full of a gang of testosterone, and we, it's just how, like, you were saying earlier with the young bulls, them niggas is coming out hitting shit.
Ignorant.
They're ignorant, but they have that young testosterone. They want that. They're
hungry.
The chase, the thrill of the chase, that little shit, that little fucking thing, waiting to see if you went over and going out over your shit, being disrespectful. That's the new wave. That's what niggas do. This is the 6ix9ine age, a little bit.
Yeah, they do it for the gram. It's corny. It's corny to me. Like, don't get me wrong. I post shit that I do, but I don't do it solely for that reason. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's your page. I think that, it's your page. You should post shit on there.
Yeah, definitely.
That shouldn't be everything just because but I think it should be,
You know why I do it? I do it really because it's like I let people know I'm still doing it. Like
active.
Yeah, Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Took the words out of my mouth. I'm still doing it, regardless of the trouble I've been through with the law, regardless of what I have going on in my personal life. As long as my index finger fucking does this motion, I'm going at it. I'll be 50 years old and I'll still be painting, and that's real shit.
I think, I really think that this generation, because I'm in my 30s also. The people that are writing in their 30s still now, it's never gonna stop.
No, you're too far gone.
Yeah, like
Meps
it's
not a
on
midlife
here.
crisis anymore. You're knee deep in the game.
This is
yeah,
who you are, sir.
Yeah,
it's ingrained in your fucking DNA already. Yeah. You have no, you were the guy back in the days doing the hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were the guy in that motherfucker in the thing that told the story. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, just writers in general, because writers tell a story, tell a history. You can see who's beefing, you can see who's from where, and things like that when it comes to like a wall full of graph.
And you can see people's pure intentions too. Like, fucking, like you mentioned, side busting and things like that. Like, oh, you couldn't think of hitting a spot, first. So you want to fucking go and ride the wave and go hit something real close next to somebody. And like, look what you did now. Now you got the whole spot buff.
Yeah, that wasn't, know what? That used to happen to me back in the days. And I used to not like that, man. I used to be like, come on, man. I mean, there was a block, bro. And I know you want me to see. That's what it is that most of the time these people want you to see them. Yeah, you're like, hey, man, check it out. I'm getting better. It's like, all right, man, I saw you at the last 5 spots, nigga. I'm about to start buffing you.
Yo, for real.
It's getting annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I can relate.
I had a couple fucking dickheads that used to do that around here. Like I said, I was local in this area, and then I did what I did.
And that's why I thought it was significant when I, like, before coming out here, I did like a little, just like view of the previous shows that you've done. And I seen you had a little mic on here, and he's a big PK Kid fan, and that's cool. I admire his love for the culture. But like, speaking of PK and Kid, like, I remember hitting spots back in like, early 2000s, 2002, 2003, 04, 06, maybe up to 08, where I would hit that shit, me and my fucking dynamic duo partner, fucking Sturm, and the next day, PK and Kid would have side busted a spot. And like fucking, so that's why like look, like check it out. I got love for PK and Kid. Apparently, like whatever, they've been writing mad long, whatever. But it's like, fucking, you gotta have style. You can't just be fucking doing.
Oh no, they don't have their style is. They're not known for style. They're just
I give them respect where it's due. Respect where it's due. I seen him on News Channel 12. The fucking newscaster dude was like, he wasn't even trying to say like these are bandits at large. We gotta catch them. He was like, you got it. Like, yo. Not for nothing, you gotta admire the work they put in. Fucking water towers, billboards, fucking like crazy fucking cliffhanger spots. And I thought that was mad dope that they even put it out there on, New Jersey 12, fucking like the legend of PK and Kid. And like, and that's cool because you check this out. In my generation coming up, late 90s, everything, like there was a level of anonymity when you were writing. People didn't know who the fuck you were. There wasn't no graph shows where you can just go and handshake everybody that's getting up in the streets. Now, it wasn't like that.
Mhm.
You'd be lucky you bumped into somebody in the yard or fucking at a piecing spot and, or through mutual friends get to know these other writers. It wasn't like that. It was like nobody wanted to be known like that. They didn't want to put a face to the name. Now,
I remember that. The anonymity was a big thing,
Yeah.
man. 90s, early 2000s.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
I think that's fucking, it's still significant. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking people still do it though. Look at like Rhyme. You know what I mean? Granted, he probably don't paint as much illegal shit as he once did, but they take it to that next level. And I think that's should be talked about too. That's a topic to be discussed because, all right, so what's the means to an end? What's the
end goal?
What's the greater goal?
Yeah.
And mine personally, it's not to go do galleries and to sell fucking paintings. Like, really, and this is coming from my heart. God forbid, if I fucking die, right? I want my name to be remembered. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want the fucking the RIP murals and cast lives that I affected that I wrote with, like, yo, fucking,
like Up Forever, like, they got Hector up right now. That guy's,
and
everybody that fucks with him.
Respect is extra.
Foot from Brooklyn, they got that
holding
man.
him down,
Yeah, they holding
because
him down heavy.
He fucking,
or the Bronx, is it? I'm sorry, I probably fucked up where he's from. Brooklyn?
Yeah, he's from Bushwick.
All right, there you go. Yeah, so Foot, they keeping his
name
shit alive forever. Guarantee
and you know what?
Happen.
Like, apparently, I'm not. I think I might have met him once in Jersey City at fucking Zero Kids. But fucking, his father was a writer, and like he had great influences too, like Acne, cats from the city that was really doing it.
Yeah,
that took him under the wing. He wasn't that young when he passed. God rest his soul. He wasn't that young when he's passed. But you know what? The work that he put in and the heart that he had, and the fucking attitude and just the fucking go hard or go home mentality.
Swaggy ass dude, man.
Yeah. Big brother, but fucking but lit, you know what I'm saying? And like I think that's dope, people keeping his name alive. And like that was like,
I respect that.
Around my time, it was Nace, like 2001 when he passed away. The irony behind Nace's death was that he was straight edge but got killed by a drunk driver.
Yikes.
Coming home from Scribble Jam.
Moral of the story, have a drink, bud. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Nah, like,
respect RIP, but respect. I'm not done.
But like fucking, but I remember when he passed, the reason why I mentioned it is because 287 was killed with Naces all over.
I remember
cats that never even wrote with him, but just had love for him as a writer, would throw shit up. And it was like, that was dope. Like that, it almost made you shed a tear, not to sound corny.
Nah, I respect it.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, damn, like, yo, this brother fucking really put in work. And like cats to this day, look at cats like, that really are, admire his style. Like Type did a RIP mural for Nace and like almost recreated the style to the T. And like,
was it the one over here in Hoboken? Going into the Holland Tunnel? Big as fuck?
No. That wasn't Type. That was Rhyme who did that.
Rhyme did that, but it was great. I don't know if it's still there, but it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking, 440, 287 used to be killed with RIP Nace's fucking. And like I said, that's why like trains mean so much to me today, is because I see the impact that he had on that scene, and it doesn't go away. Like fucking real writers paint trains. Yeah, I do a little bit. Real writers paint trains, and like that shit, it ain't going nowhere. You fucking, after you get done hitting a train, you fucking smack it on its ass and let it fucking hit the country.
See, I like it.
Yeah, go
get
ahead.
Him, girl.
Yeah, get out there. Yeah.
Get out there, show my shit.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Shit. Now, but there's also people that don't agree with you with the, but you, like I said, you said earlier, you've already put in a lot of work. There's no reason for you to even, shit, you can stop writing and people are going to remember you right now.
No, I don't want to, you're saying something, but I don't want to take it to that level, because you know what? You're only good as the last fucking the last piece you painted. So you still got to stay relevant. You still got to fucking, you still got to fucking make your presence felt. And I think that, I think social media has helped that a lot, because not a lot of people go fucking out scoping spots and this and that. But like fucking, they still end up getting up every day and fucking, I think like, when I was like, in my teens and shit first coming up, like finding these like hidden gems, like these fucking Wall of Fames and things like that, like I was fucking in awe, like, oh shit.
Yo, we used to bike to places to just go look.
Just take pictures,
at the Wall of Fame. Like, yo, but I'm talking about, I'm 12 around this time, just with my homie Dottie, shout out to Dottie. And we used to fucking we used to bike to crazy places, like far. He's like, yo, I was with my mom the other day. Let's go fucking ride and just go check it out. It's just to look and just to check it out. Maybe see if you can catch a tag somewhere, that you're not gonna obstruct. Yeah,
I used to love fucking car rides as a kid, like looking out the window, seeing highways done, like, yo, how the fuck did they get that off? And that shit was really appealing to me. Like that shit, I think that alone kind of made me like really want to be a writer, because it was like nobody knew who did it, but it was there's this level of like mystery, like fucking, it was so mysterious in a sense, like, and fucking, you like the length of time that you're there at a spot, you made such a big impact. Like, look at the amount of traffic that goes through Lincoln Tunnel, Holland Tunnel, Pulaski Skyway, 1 and 9, 440 into the Outer Bridge. All these fucking, this like spider web of highways that run throughout New Jersey that I'm in the middle of, like how much traffic it gets and how many people see it. Like, even like, and that was something that was important to me too. Even if you weren't a writer, to be able to recognize it and be like, oh, I've seen this guy. Yeah. I haven't seen him up. Yeah. Like that fucking, I don't know. It kind of makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing like the feeling of driving past a spot you did the night before and seeing it in all its glory and in the sunshine the next day. Like, fucking,
yo, I killed that.
Yeah. Like, oh shit. And to be able to tell the tale that you got off scot-free, you ain't spending the night in a fucking holding cell.
Yeah, that's never fun.
Yeah. Oh, I got stories like that too.
I was gonna ask you too, like, do you have anything that stands out in your mind right now that a night that you got away, or a night night you got arrested? I don't know, whatever you want.
Allow me to elaborate. So I remember I was on 440. I was with my buddy Sturm. We were like a tag team at the time. And we were right there in Amboy, right before the Outer Bridge crossing, and we're busting outlines right down this fucking wall. Like, the lights are on it, like fucking. It's like fucking
Hot boy.
Yeah. So we're busting outlines, and fucking this Caprice Classic, like this Blues Brother fucking box Chevy pulls up, and this dude gets out, throws it in park real quick, and he's like, "Citizens arrest!"
Oh,
We start dying laughing. We're pissing our fucking pants. I'm like, "Yo, fuck you!" Right? So I grab my bag, but the shit, it wasn't zipped all the way. So I just grabbed the two fucking, like compartments and just closed it by hand and started running across 4 lanes of traffic, fucking literally playing Frogger.
That's wild.
And like cans are going all over the fucking highway. So I'm laying down on the median. And once I waited for a break in the traffic, picked up my cans and fucking busted across.
You went back for the motherfucker?
Yeah, hell yeah. No soldier left behind. You know what I'm saying?
Like a motherfucker. Go ahead, dog.
And fucking, so that was just crazy. Like, fucking people trying to be like vigilantes. Like, oh,
citizens arrest.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I was like, this motherfucker. Yeah, so like, that was one. And then another, I was in Harrison off of 280, and there was a warehouse back there. They parked fucking NJ Transit trains. And I didn't know at the time. I found out this after going to court, but the owner of the property, it was like a warehouse or whatever. He was a collector. So these trains weren't in service anymore. They were NJ Transit, the ones with the wood panels in them. You remember them?
This nigga owned them shits?
Yeah, he had like 3 of them just in the back on a track. Like, the track didn't even go anywhere, but we seen him laid up like sitting ducks and hit him. So fucking
I don't remember those though. The wooden ones.
They're like tan seats with wooden panels. They're not the ones, the double deckers that you see now on NJT.
Oh yeah, okay.
They're like the old ones with the fucking ridges in them.
Oh yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember those now. Yes.
So we seen them. Boom, park, hop out, get to this fence, go through some woods, get to the spot, whatever. Boom. As I'm busting my double outline, not a force field. As I'm busting my double outline, we see these lights come barreling down the fucking tracks, and so I told the 2 dudes I was with to run. We fucking start running. I'm hopping fences. I threw my bag behind a fucking dumpster, and I see my boys slip out in the gravel, and they just start kicking him in the fucking ribs. Like, you want to make us fucking run like this, right? So fucking that was a wild night. I ended up turning myself in after that, and the reason being is because the buddy who I was with was going to the Navy the next day, and I kind of like was like, yo, I can't let him go out like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was like,
damn, that's some G shit, man.
Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah, he never forgets it to this day. He never forgets it to this day. He'd tell me like, "Yo, Ock, I never forget that." You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he ain't gonna forget that shit, man. You could have that night could have been something that would have fucked up his life. Maybe that's where he was gonna be, and it was gonna make him great.
And when we went to court, the judge was like, "Which one of you is going to the military?" To the military. My boy raised his hand, and he was like, "What branch?" He's like, "Oh, the Navy." And then the judge was like, oh, I'm petty officer, third rank or something. He was a Navy guy too. So he was like, look, pay the fine, put the shit behind you. Fucking have a nice day, kids. You know.
Fuck, that was okay, man.
So we paid a fine to do a fucking filling on the train, you know. And that's what I need to remind myself is like, yeah, it sucks being hemmed up, but if you do, it's really what, a criminal mischief charge and a fucking, you know, vandalism. Like, yeah, it sucks. It's unfortunate, but like, I remember being locked up fucking with a couple of dudes. We were riding around at night trying to scope a spot to paint. We had all the cans in the back seat. We get pulled over. They pull us out the car. All of our stories matched. So we were going to do a mural the following day. We were dropping off our supplies. And you know what they charged me with? The possession of spray paint. No, the intent to do vandalism. I said, you don't know what the fuck I was supposed to do with
fucked. That's how you know the future, motherfucker.
Yeah. So
I hate those charges, those conspiracy charges.
Yeah. And I was of age. I said, I'm over 18. I can carry this shit. I can
purchase these shit as much as I want.
Just because you think you know what I'm going to do with it is what you charge me with. So fucking, unfortunately for me, when I finally had to face the music for that case, I was already incarcerated. So I had to cop out. Like, it was either like, look, you have some shit pending and you're not going to get our award unless you deal with this accordingly. So I did. I ended up copping out to it. It was like some stupid ass fine. But like, had I been on the bricks, I would have fought it. Like, yo, fuck that. I'm of age. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? I can have spray paint. All of our stories fucking match. And matter of fact, I would have even went so far as to get the paint back that they confiscated.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but you know what? I you know, sucked it up, charged it to the game. Fucking, you know, just like, you know, these are things that you go through. If this is the lifestyle that you live, there's going to be some shit that you're going to go through. You know, there's going to be fucking beefs, run-ins with the law, fucking, you know, jeopardizing your freedom. And that's the risk you take to do what you do. And I think that the cast that's out there doing it, yo, much props to them. Much props. I think, like, for real, Harm 8, I'm going to say his name because, like, that boy be doing it. Like, you can't deny that he's holding it down. And like, there's a couple cats like that.
He's got a vibe out right now. He's the leader of a very good vibe right now. You know, let me not say the leader because now they're gonna be like, oh man, we're gonna charge him with the RICO and shit. Chill, I'm
just giving credit where it's due. I think that he's really dope. Shit, I think that his style has elevated, and that's something that, like, you know, cats that pay attention to graffiti have seen his style develop and grow at the more fillings and shit he does. And like, he don't got like practice spots. He just, all his practice spots in his black book is the street.
Yeah. No, he stepped it up at 1,000 because I remember when it first came out, I was like, what is this? And now I'm like, oh shit. And that shit is clean and nice, man. I like that. A couple times. He's a good dude, man. Definitely. Yeah, I've had little conversations with him on IG. You know, we're working it out. Maybe one day he'll come. You know what I'm saying? He's a private dude, so I respect it. I
know you just had Answer on here, and that's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, Answer's a cool guy, man.
And we were talking, you know, we speak and shit, and something that I always mentioned to him, I actually ended up buying a canvas off of him, was that Scully is so iconic, and we were talking about that. Things that are recognizable. So, you know, he took that and ran with it, and he developed that shit, and fucking Answer's like one of my favorite dudes. So is Goomba. Like that fucking just
those characters, both of them.
Characters,
they got that.
I think that's so ill. You know what I'm saying?
Goomba, I saw a whole store in Jersey City. I put it on my story.
Oh, I seen it with a purple face and then like, the grays. I seen that shit. Yeah.
Excuse me, spit went down the wrong part. Oh, no Corona. Yeah, man. I was just standing there. I went to the store to get a Dutch, and I'm walking back to my car, and I look, and I'm like, because it was like so inconspicuous. It's like, you know, it was there, but it was hidden a little bit. But it was just nice, man. I was like, yo, this guy's out.
And man. You know what?
He's got a brand.
Yeah, Goomba's a good friend of mine. And you know what? He pursues that shit daily. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to, you know, put too much of his business out there, but this is something that he takes not only like as like a hobby or like a coping mechanism, but something that he's pursuing and taking seriously to become a real fucking artist. And I think that, and that's another dude who's self-taught. He wasn't in these fucking art schools in Philly and shit like that. He, like, you know, he studied fucking, you know, letters and color schemes and fucking lowlights and highlights and fucking shadows and things like this. And
that's some shit that, I mean, well, I guess that comes from piecing, because you told me that you picked up piecing.
Yeah, you know, you pay attention, you know.
So that's when you picked that up, though? That's when you picked up the color schemes and you know, the palettes or whatever it is?
Contrast and fucking colors and, like, you know, things like this, because it's like, you can't just get by with the same old shit. You know, you have to elevate, you have to grow. And that goes with life, not only in graffiti, but life in general. You have to grow, whether you're, you know,
absolutely.
everything has to elevate, and you have to become a better person, whether it's, through my art style or whether just me being a person as it is. I don't go out, like I said, I don't go out looking for trouble no more. I used to be hard-headed and just doing fucking ignorant shit. I'm more mindful of my actions nowadays. I'm fucking, and the intention is never to be like vindictive or malicious. You know what I'm saying? It's like I do shit with a kind heart, and if I say something to you, it's to drop a gem on you and make you think, like, how you might be moving, and fucking make you reevaluate where you're at. Not to say that I got my shit in order, because fucking I don't even got my ducks in the same pond, let alone in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Are you Italian or something?
Yeah, Italian. Yeah.
I just felt like that was so Italian. But go ahead, man.
I mean, I ain't one to preach, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like this graph shit goes, like I might be able to, sway somebody in a way where they come up the right way rather than doing some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of writers that I fuck with heavy that are younger than me. And fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a young man sport.
Yeah, like Anchor, fucking Cesar, these FEB cats from Amboy. Like my boy Comet, I was locked up with him, how we met each other, and like from there it was just like a super friendship, like fucking ride or die type shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, Graffiti takes people from all walks of life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking I'm a white dude from the burbs. But you know what I'm saying? It got me in the middle of like fucking, hanging out in some troublesome areas and fucking doing some shit that, and I like that. I like that about graph. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You put yourself at risk, and it really questions your character. How far are you willing to go to make yourself known? And I think that, every writer goes through that, and fucking it's about making a statement. It's deeper than just fucking painting pretty shit, because sometimes it ain't that.
Have you ever heard anything you regret? Like that you hit maybe hit your boy's mama's house. I don't know. I'm just
no.
Like
I used to, like in my early days, I used to hit like schools and shit that I attended, which was kind of foolish, but whatever. I didn't make it past 9th grade anyway. But no, I always knew that churches, cemeteries, things like this were off limits. I knew that.
Yeah.
I think the funniest shit, fucking me and CERN, we had beef with this cat who ratted from around my way. Yeah. And I fucking, I don't give a fuck. I'll say his name, Desh. He's a fucking stupid ass snitch. So we caught, we caught the block in front of his father's house and busted outlines and shit. Mad rat characters and throwies. And fucking this cat was like around our way. He ratted out cats that, are reputable writers now. Chemos, Rhyme, Chip, Azer, fucking, he ratted out.
Oh, he ratted out. He's 6'9"?
Yo, he's 6'9".
Before 6'9".
Yeah, before 6'9".
No respect for that cat, man.
And like,
I don't know, but no respect for that cat.
like Hove said, bro, like fucking the labeling of a snitch, that's a lifetime score. You'll always be in jail. I never did no fuck shit like that. And like that shit, like, I don't give a fuck how nice of a writer you are. You do some fuck shit like that, you got no standards, no morals.
No, who can write with you anymore?
Yeah.
We can't commit crimes together, nigga.
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And at the end of the day, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Not to fucking make it sound all fucking glamour and glory. What you're doing at the end of the day, you're breaking the law. I know one day I'll have to grow up, but I ain't ready right now, so fuck it.
Now, you said you write every day. I watch.
I try to.
I watch your stories and things like that. Do you have I mean, I don't want to like pinpoint where you live or anything like that exactly, but I'm just saying, do you have a nice yard that is not too far from you? Because like you said,
I have some go-to spots that are local that I frequent. Yeah, and I think everything in moderation is a good motto when it comes to things like that. Because
you clean up before you leave and everything.
You gotta have respect the yard etiquette. Don't leave your fucking.
What is the yard etiquette? Let some of these homies know, man. Because you're a very knowledgeable graffiti dude. You've been in the game a long time. Let them know me.
Fucking don't leave your fucking cans all over the place. If you're drinking in the yard, don't throw your beer cans all over the place. The trash you bring in, take out. Don't go over the fucking numbers. Whether you gotta leave them alone or go around them, freak it so that you don't go over the numbers. Don't make that fucking yard worker's job more difficult for him to where now they're paying attention to the yard and who's coming in and out of it and want to do security on it because you did some shit to where he don't know the fucking SKU number of that fucking load and it's getting sent off to fucking Arizona when it should be the fucking Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fucking some of the yards I've been chased out of, and other yards I've been to, they fucking embraced it. I'm like, yo, go ahead and do your thing. Just don't go over the numbers.
Don't fuck with my numbers, man.
Yeah. And it was cool. Like, and fucking those are real stories. I fucking had salt pellets shot at me by fucking freight riders and
I heard of those. I didn't even think that was real.
Yeah, or fucking burning in my fucking leg. I remember that shit.
I literally, no, I'm not even gonna shout this nigga. I a bitch ass nigga. But back in the days when we was kids, we used to chill in the yard around here in the yard, and one of the dudes said, "Yo, we gotta be careful. We don't want to get shot by some salt pellets." I'm like, "How the fuck they gonna shoot salt?"
It's like
at
a
us?
BB, but when it hits your skin, it fucking burns and it's bad.
Yikes! Yeah. I don't want no
I
parts of
remember fucking getting shot at by a Conrail. It looked like a regular Ford F-150, but it had rail tires on it, and this shit was just fucking murking down the tracks, going slow as hell, and fucking put the spotlights on us and just pop, 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 lit us up.
Yo, fuck that guy, man.
Yeah, and fucking, like think about it. He's got a fucking, he's got a family he goes home to, but this is something that's amusing to him. And you never know.
What if I have a gun, motherfucker? What if I have a gun now? You're shooting pellets at me. I think you're shooting a gun, and you're just a transit worker.
Well, that's where I think that fucking, there should be like a fine line between like, shit like that, taking it to the extreme in graffiti, because you know what, like, yeah, there's some violence involved, whatever. And when I refer to my crew as a gang, I'm not saying that it's a fucking that we bang and we've got a color. What I'm saying is we're a group of like-minded individuals who all have the common goal. And if you look at the fucking Webster's dictionary of the word gang, that's exactly what it defines.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not gang in an ignorant sense. We're like, yeah, we a gang. We about that life. No. Look at the definition of the word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Absolutely. Yeah. Let them know, man. Absolutely.
No, you know what I mean? I think that's real. And, one thing that I always said that fucking, write this down. This is an quote. Like, being in a crew is more than just fucking letters after your name. Let that marinate.
That
what I'm
is
saying?
great.
It's not just letters after your name. It's a brotherhood. These are people that you look after, that you risk your freedom for. That if, God forbid, something were to happen to them, you would feel some type of way. These, almost like an extended family. And I think that people that is close to me and cats that I've, got acquainted with over the years and that play me close, it's like that. It's like a fucking family. You know what I'm saying? God forbid anything would happen to one of them or one of me, it would be like, it'd be a tragic, And, I have brothers that fucking have my throat tatted on them,
You see, I respect that.
And I ain't even dead yet.
Yeah. But you know what? That's just, I always, weird ass shit that, a little side bust, I guess, of what you're saying. I don't have no tattoos at all, but if I do get a tattoo, my thing would be a sleeve, and it'd be a lot of graph, and it'd be the Jersey graph. You know what I'm saying? You'd be a part of that shit. Like, I'd have maybe a dope ass train coming down my arm. Shout out to my nigga Max. He actually has that. He doesn't even do graffiti, but he has a dope ass sleeve done, and with skating and all this shit that he does. But yeah, I would do that, and I'd get the Jersey riders. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, it'd be stupid to have a train because I'm from Jersey. That makes no fucking sense. I know that because trains is a New York thing. I know that you guys hit trains, but most people hit the streets here and the highways. Like Jersey,
Jersey
is
like freights, streets, and highways. Highways is a big thing. What's a big thing for me too is train lines. People sleep on train lines. And that's another meaning for SMT, smashing mad train lines, because when you on a
Jersey train lines, you're saying?
Yeah. Oh, NJ Transit. Yeah. When you're on a train, you got no choice but to look out the window. Like, yeah, cats be on their phone, whatever, but it's in your face. It's like it's rolling right past you. It's like it's standing out. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like that's really significant. And it's actually like a kind of slept on fucking, avenue to go down. Like fucking my, not to like toot my own horn, but fucking toot.
Nigga, it's your show, man. Toot it up, bro.
My fucking, my claim to fame was on them train lines. There was cats like, yo, I was taking a train out to fucking Trenton. I was on the SEPTA line in Philly. I was on the PATH train going to fucking up top, whatever. And just be like, yo, I seen you, bro. And that, it's like, it feels good. It makes it seem that it's all worthwhile. You ain't doing this shit for nothing.
Fuck yeah, I see that.
But like that ain't really what it's all about. It's like at the end of the day, I do it for me. I do it because it's kind of like an ultimate fuck you. Like I don't know if that even sounds right, but you know what? Fuck it, I'm saying it. It's like an ultimate fuck you. Like, yeah.
Don't call me later on and be like, Hector, man, I need you to take this out. I hate when people do that to me all the time. But go ahead.
No, and
yeah.
like fucking I think that's very important. It's like you do it for you. It's not like you're doing it to be noticed or hey, look at me. But there is a sense of
It's all a part of it, right?
There's a lot of cats that write, and it is like a cry for attention, a fucking, they say like a lot of writers are like manic depressive, and it's like
yes, as I go meeting them, and I'm not talking about anybody that's been on my show because it hasn't been that. It's just people that that hit me on Instagram, and I talk to them and or whatever. And I've even had phone conversations with a couple people, you know what I'm saying? No names, of course. But I'm like, oh man, you've had it rough. You have something in your head that there's something wrong.
Yeah, that you won't let
need a
go.
little therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I differ from a lot of cats. I've been through everything from fucking jail time to loss of friends that were really close to me. Anything, That's another meaning of SMT, surviving mad tragedies, is because I've OC overcame them circumstances.
Bang.
You know what I'm saying? So
your acronym game is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I overcame that, and you persevere. Like I like to laugh every day of my life. Every fucking day I get up, I laugh. I don't live with the problems of yesterday. I just keep trucking. I keep going because you know what? Fucking, there's more to life than just dwelling in the past.
Yeah.
You got to let that shit go, whatever it is, whether it's, anything, it doesn't define you. The person that you were back in the day don't make you the person you are today.
We all change, man. I'm absolutely not the same person I was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's just 5 years.
I can identify. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Better. I mean, just to get in life, you should just strive to get better. I don't give a fuck if it's an inch at a time, whatever it is, but get better.
Hey, slow motion better than no motion.
Facts. I like that, man. I like that, man. When's your album coming out, bro? Let's go. He's on thatpiff.com. Ocky Balboa.
New shit.
Coming out with the bars.
But like another outlet of mine, besides just fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. What else do you do, man?
I really, really, really want to like pursue a comedy career. And like, granted, I haven't really give you any material yet, but
you better come back here as a comedian. I love
that's
comedians.
something that I make cats laugh all the time. And it's like, I got to start getting paid. Like if I do a comedy special, it'd be like OC Organic Comedy or something like that. And like, fucking like, but like just stories I got alone, like fucking, I got material for fucking days. And like, that's something that always like stood out to me because like, fucking just like in graffiti, you study the greats, like, fucking with comedy, the Richard Pryors, the Eddie Murphy, shit like that, you know, and with graffiti, the greats, fucking Rhymes, Naces, people from your area that were fucking really, really putting in work that were like, someone that you could admire and fucking, everybody has like different shit that they enjoy and fucking some people like sports. I don't like sports. I don't
watch sports. Do I have a Yankee hat on, brother? Yeah, I probably do. Yeah, I always have a Yankee hat on, but it's just because it's if it was a New Jersey hat, I'd be wearing a New Jersey hat.
Yeah,
but this
it's
is what
more
it is.
Like repping your area.
That's it. But people be like, yo, them Yankees the other day. I'm like, don't watch sports, man. This matches my outfit, dog.
Yeah, like I'll be rocking a Raiders cap and fucking like some dude. I remember I was in some convenience store. Some dude's like, oh yeah, Tim Brown or some shit. And I was like, wait a minute, they play football? I thought it was Panty Raiders. What are you I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
I thought it was about my lifestyle. Panty raiding and shit.
Yeah. But like that goes to like my hip hop influence and shit. I'm a big fan of hip hop. I like early 90s hip hop. I'm a diehard Wu fan.
Yeah, you have Wu Wednesdays.
Oh my God, dude, I love Wu-Tang so much. Ghostface is my favorite rapper.
Ghostface is fire, yes, sir.
But like, the Raiders caps was like a thing of like NWA and shit. So it's like, it's like kind of nostalgic for me to.
Yeah, that's all it's, certain things.
Yeah, oh man, I'm a fucking big Wu fan. I love Wu with all my heart. Like fucking. Damn.
Yo, my boy Rob, rest in peace, Rob. He was a serious Wu-Tang fan. Like, it was to the point, he used to be my barber. It was to the point that he, that's the only way, we made fun of him all the time about Wu-Tang. Like, we'd be like, if there's a song that came out.
Get on me too. They'd be like, what are you, the 10th member? Shit like that. Yeah.
If there'll be a song that's pretty dope and he's like, it's not all that. I'm like, because it's not Wu-Tang. Like, nigga, come on, man. Like, up to the fucking it's deeper than just 36 Chambers. If you like venture off into some of their solo careers, like fucking, they really got some shit. Meth got some shit. Everybody got fired. Everybody got heat. It's not even that. We're not going to deny that.
Raekwon, fucking
It's just a way to make fun of him at that time, and I'm sure that they use that shit to make
Catch
fun
it
of
on
you.
me too, yeah.
That's just the
Like,
homies, man.
the 10th member, fucking yeah.
Here comes the 10th
It's
member.
like, yo, Aki's moving his stand. Yeah.
Aki Woo.
Yeah.
Hey man, Aki Woo, man. That might be the next piece.
Aki Allah. Yeah.
Man, shit.
Crazy. Nah, but like even they focused on that shit too. Like, yo, what up, Ak? You know, like fucking that was like something within the, you know, like 5%ers and shit like that, that like it was like a term that was used. So I thought it was relevant, you know, to pursue that as a name. And I stuck with it. And I'll never leave it alone.
As you shouldn't, man. There's too much work out there. I mean, it's true because there's a lot of people that write and they have like 50,000 tags, like, you know, the homie Acro. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, you know, like we spoke about it on the show when he was on.
When
So
I
I'm
met
not
him, he was
snitching on him.
writing. What the fuck was he writing when I met him?
A lot.
Comar.
Yeah, Comar. When I first met
That
him
was
too.
before Pure got locked up. This was like fucking back in the day. I'm talking like 06. Maybe. Yeah.
I met him around here. And shit. I forgot where we were, but I just met him. Like we were there, and he was like, he was like, he just showed me his tattoos, and he showed me like, you know, whatever he had, and I was like, nah, that's not you, dog. And he was like, yeah, and I'm like, oh shit, because you know,
And
man,
there you go.
he's
Level
a
of
legend,
anonymity.
and his hand style game is
epic. Yeah.
He's influenced a lot of people in Jersey on the low. Not even no high key, to be honest. There's people out
I'll
here.
tell you what, like there was
Word.
cats he was affiliated with that like I came up early 2000s that I had beef with, but I always left him alone. He was somebody I respected, you know what I'm saying? And like, look, just because you have beef with a particular crew, don't mean that everybody that's down with them got to be taken out. There could be writers that you respect and you leave their shit alone, but the cats that deliberately went out of their way to disrespect you, that's who you take out, you know?
Absolutely.
And, like,
and especially if you know the person, you know, just because you're in that crew, I know you, we have a good rapport. I'm not going to go over you, man. I know you personally, and you haven't gone on over anybody that I
used to work with this cat doing fucking telemarketing, and when all that fucking shit was going down, and he was like, yo, Ock, you a cool dude? He's like, but because of who I know and who you beefing with, I can never paint you, and I can never paint with you. And that was like something, that was like an understanding that we had. And I was like, yo, no love lost. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like,
we could be cool personally, but when the writing game comes, it's not, we're not going to
find
be
a line
right
between that, because like I said, it's about, you know, fucking how people view you. You're not going to do no fuck shit and expect cats to still respect you.
It's a brotherhood, you said, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know, definitely. And
you got to ride for yours.
Listen, man, I've had situations personally that I've fought somebody, I've had a little situation, and then, you know, somebody I know is talking to this nigga. I'm like, how the fuck you talking to this nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We bled over here. Like, there's no reason for you to be over there. We're done, man. I can't fuck with you.
Yeah, you're playing both sides.
Yeah, I can't fuck with you, my nigga. I don't trust you. We cannot be together in any situation, because now, you know, if there's a situation that you can get out of, I know that you're not going to ride with me. You're going to just leave me there by myself, which has happened. Fuck you.
If some dirt was thrown on my name and this motherfucker felt comfortable telling you that, what made him so comfortable with telling you that? How did he confide in you?
Yeah, y'all homies like that?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
You got to watch the snake shit, man. You know, fucking real recognize real, dude. That's how it is. And that's just life in general, besides all this graffiti shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You fucking, if you're a real cat, fucking cats will recognize that and fuck with you. If you're just a dick rider and a fucking culture vulture, cats will see that too. And like fucking, you know, everything come out in the wash, bro. Everything. So
always, man. You can only fake for so long, man. You're gonna forget one of them lies, my nigga. We're gonna catch you in there. It's just what it is.
Long, fake ducks and pretend.
Facts, man. Yes. Yo, and you know what? Personally, I don't like to lie. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a good memory.
It real. You ain't got nothing to fucking.
And I can repeat what I said to you 10 years ago. You know why? Because it's real and it happened, and I can tell it again. But if I lie to somebody, you know, I'm not gonna remember that shit. So I just prefer to just deal with the consequences.
You know what I'm a firm believer of? I'm a firm believer of like not being honest, but also like rigorous honesty. Like you know, I'll be completely honest with you and tell you some shit that you ain't even fucking really want to know. Like, yo, did you fuck my girl, yo? Like, nah. But I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Like
she was acting up, but I chose loyalty over, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she was, fucking that shoulder to cry on almost became a dick to ride on. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, but you know, there's certain shit you don't do. And that goes, like I said, my life directly correlates with my graffiti, because it's like, you don't do no fuck shit like fucking and expect the fucking people to still look at you the same way. So if you do some shit in the street when you writing and like fuck up, you know, cats are gonna look at you the same. And if you like, you know, fuck your fucking homie's fucking shorty or whatever, or like like there's certain lines you don't cross, and you have to learn how to, you know, fucking be mindful and use your fucking brain. Like I used to act out a character all the time and just get fucking like be hot headed. And like I'm a little cat, I ain't about fighting nobody, but like
small cats always want to fight though, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you people. Hey man, I didn't offend you, bro. I was complimenting your kicks.
Yeah, OC overcompensating.
Overcompensating. Oh my God, you're good, man. You have a lot. You're so good at that, man. Go ahead, bro.
No, but it's like, you know, fucking you know, I think having respect for yourself will show through, you know, your graffiti career and who you are as a person. And cats that fucking been in it and that been doing it for a while will recognize that, and that will give you the pass and let you slide. You know what I'm saying? And like other cats fucking that just come out of the woodwork just started writing yesterday. Some, you know, like you gotta establish yourself as a writer first. You can't just fucking come out and consider yourself king. Like you're not, like, who's heard of you?
Yeah, right. There's a lot of people that they've just been writing 2 years, and you know, I mean, of course, you smashed this whole area, you know, during the COVID. That's cool and all that, bro. But you know, you just started, man. You've been doing it, you know. And I had a couple new cats on here, you know what I'm saying. But they were humble and they're students of the game.
The level of humility is important. Respect. I think if you're like a fucking cocky prick, like fucking, you deserve to get gone over. And your graph shouldn't live in the streets. But if you're like a humble dude and you're like open to feedback and fucking
you're working,
you know, and you know, you understand the fucking game and you abide by the rules, then maybe, you know, this is somebody that has potential to be a really like a staple in
the game, man. Yeah, in the game, because the crown got to get passed, man. It can't just be fucking, you know, people get old. Not everybody. And one dude told me one time, a writer told me a while back, you know, before I had a show or anything, he was just like, yo, there's only so much fucking fame you can have, and there's only so much nights you could go out and keep fucking hitting the street, my nigga.
Where does it stop? Yeah. At what point do you take a step back and say, all right, I need to fucking...
Yeah, you're not going to be going all city at 58, my nigga. That, to be honest,
that window of opportunity came and went. Yeah,
you're not going to be climbing those roofs you were climbing when you were 26 or whatever, or 16. You're not going to be doing that, man.
You know what? Like, it's funny that you say that, because like cats that I looked up to when I was up and coming, the fucking, like, the honor and the fucking privilege it is to get to paint with some of these cats that were legends in their time and still are legends, that went all city 2-3 times over, that reach out to me to see how I'm doing. That's like fucking, that's shocking in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is respect and that's love.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like fucking the cats that I looked up to became cats that I paint with, and that's fucking that's like you know, that's like fucking up and coming rapper fucking, you know, being able to fucking do a verse with Jay-Z or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not to sound so corny about it, but like really, like, you know, the people that you looked up to.
It's the level of
are now
what
your
it
peers.
is, to
the
be
people
honest,
that you looked up to are now your peers, and you know, you're on an even keel. And I think that, you know, through hard work and dedication, and if graffiti is something you really want to pursue, that you'll get there too. You know, there's still writers I meet to this day. I'll be starstruck when I meet them. Like, oh shit, you know, just
like,
hype.
Yo, that's ill. You fuck. I mean, every time I meet one of you guys, and I, you know, I act cool, but I'm fucking excited to fucking meet you, because, you know, I'm excited to meet the people that are humble. Now, if you over here, and which it's happened to me twice, and it was rappers. That episode didn't even come out, because, you know, they acted like it was a privilege to have them on my show, and I'm like, no, sir. We're actually benefiting together.
I think that's important to say. Thank you for having me too. I should have said that from the
Thank you for coming, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're a humble cat. People already caught the vibe with you. Yeah. You're a real nigga. I could tell in shit. And I like the way you carry yourself from us sitting here talking. I could tell you're a solid man. You know what I'm saying? So respect to you, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nobody should be coming up here acting like they're doing me a favor.
Yeah.
You're not doing me a favor, my nigga. There's other really good. Look, I got a fucking legend in the building right now, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing it a long time, so you know what is it? The years that you've been doing it?
1999, I started.
My guy, you've been doing it a couple decades, so you know you can definitely get that status. You know what I'm saying, from somebody else.
I was just a whippersnapper, still whip behind the
Still a whippersnapper. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, don't come here thinking that you're doing me a favor. I feel that we're just enjoying each other's company.
You know, and it's networking too. You know, fucking
yeah, bro.
cats that fucking that I know you might want to have on the show, I could probably, link you onto them and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. And I think that's what's really dope about graph nowadays is the networking, because cats that I would have never wrote with back in the day because they were out of my fucking town or not in my.
Yeah, you just would have never met them.
Yeah. And I have that luxury nowadays, and it's awesome because it allows me to paint spots and go places and fucking, feel comfortable no matter where I go.
Yeah, because you're going with somebody to their area. They know that spot. Yeah. They know the places that you're going.
I'm always fine no matter where I go, whether it's fucking from the hood to the woods, from the bricks to the sticks. I'm fine.
As you should be. Yeah, you know what? That's a great way to be. And that's a positive mentality to keep, because at the end of the day, you know, shit could go wrong anywhere.
No, you're absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I know that me being me has got me this far in life, and by staying true to myself, I can't go wrong.
I agree with that 100%. It's shit. I've had thug ass niggas call me a real nigga, but it's not because I'm a real nigga, because I'm out here shooting and black, but it's because I'm being myself. And they're like, yo, you know what, man? I've known you for a little bit. You a real nigga, dog. And I'm like, oh, I'm just me, man. I'm not. I don't try to act like I'm tougher than I am.
You know how to be. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I will defend myself to the fullest extent of my strength. And stuff if I have to, when I have to. But besides that, you're not gonna get a lot of violence from me unless I need to be.
I think I'm
happy to do it if you need it. But I prefer to be happy with you and smile and laugh, man.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm not a big fighter myself, but there has been some graffiti involved, scuffles. Yeah.
Would you like to talk about one of them? Anything that sticks out that might have been like so, I mean, something you remember?
There's not every battle that you win. I definitely had my ass handed to me a couple of times, but you know what?
Not everybody. You're not gonna win every fight, bro.
No, but you know what?
Have a couple
I was out the next day still ragging a shit. You know?
All right, so what the fuck is that about now? If we fought the fair one, ain't we supposed to end it there?
Oh, the beef never ends. No, fuck that.
Oh, because I thought that once one of us gets our head bust, maybe we should just stop fighting already.
No,
just stop it.
That shit carries on.
We're never gonna stop, my nigga. Next time I see you, it's another fade.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
I'm not mad at that. I'm absolutely not mad at that. But what if we agree that day? After we fight, we shake hands.
Certain shit is forgivable. Certain shit's forgivable. But if you do some shit that's unforgivable, hence, fucking, i.e., snitching.
Snitching
like that
should never be forgiven.
Yeah, I know the code. I know the code of the streets, and I abide by that. You never fucking tell. You ain't seen shit. You ain't saying shit, and that's just how it goes.
Shut the fuck up.
And, exercise your right to remain silent.
Lawyers will tell you to shut the fuck up and wait till I get there.
If you about all that telling shit, you're somebody I can't fuck with. And
absolutely.
I'll disrespect the shit out of you. If I seen 6ix9ine in the street right now, I'll probably spit in his face.
I ain't mad at that, man. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, and his not to get into that shit, but his justification
Talk about whatever you want, bro.
Yeah, his justification of it was like, yo, if you seen what these brothers did to me, you probably do the same shit. Why be loyal to cats that ain't have your best interest at heart, that was fucking your baby moms? Time out. You was locked up. They fucking your baby moms. Why don't you question your baby mother and her loyalty to you?
She's the one that spread my nigga. They didn't rape her.
You know what I'm saying?
I always respectfully, I always blame the woman as long as she fucking was willing. If she was willing and she was not raped, bitch, that's your fault. Yeah. You're the one that fucking, because if you don't spread, I can't stick.
You can't hold the fucking nickel in between your knees. The fucking, don't say shit. You know
yeah, absolutely.
And you can't blame a dude. They somebody with a dick. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna try to get their shit off. Like, fucking, you can't fucking conduct yourself like a lady, to fuck it.
My nigga, if you fucked my wife, that's not my wife, my nigga. Yeah. That's your bitch now.
She belongs to the streets.
Yeah, literally. I would never, I would never ever come out my face to go see a nigga. Well, I'm gonna fuck you up. But I'm gonna fuck you up just on my ego, but on the strength of
yo, for all that, you can have her.
Yeah, but you can have her after that. Yeah. You can have her, because I'm never talking to that bitch again. I don't accept that. I don't accept unloyalty in my life.
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Like, I'm 37 years old, bro. I can't have I don't have time to be knick-knack paddywhacking with you, man.
Nah.
Ride with me or don't be with me.
Yeah, love me or leave me alone.
1,000, bro. Yeah. Word. Fake shit happening in this world. Where the fuck were we going with this? Where were we coming from? Because I just...
we veered off.
We veered off. Which is cool, man. This is what I fucking do, man. Yeah. This is what I 100%
And you know what? To be honest,
we were talking about beef, right?
We were touching on that a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to focus or harp on the past and shit like that. The damage that was done is done. But the grudge is still held. Not like saying I'm going out of my way to diss these cats nowadays, But if I just so happen to stumble across a spot and they got something there, I might just be just to fucking disrespect you, go do a throw you over it, something like that. And you know what? I might even write a cute little message in my caption or something. I always got something clever to say.
Yeah, you do, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you're a future comedian. I can't wait to have you on as a comedian, bro.
Yo, that's my lifelong dream, yo.
All right, so I got a homie that does that started.
It's got to be difficult, bro. Because you know what? Even just
hard.
like the level of nervousness and like anxiety, like that's got to be difficult. It's something I'll overcome. I will, but like,
you're gonna eat a bag of dicks the first couple of times you go out there.
hopefully not in a literal sense.
No. I'm not wishing that on you, sir. Nah, but I just really like, you're not gonna know the timing. It's all about timing.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's important too, because like you can be able to read people. Like there's people that I meet for a first time and fucking they're like, yo, this brother's funny, fucking this,
Yeah.
and that really fuck with me. And it's like, I think that's always been an icebreaker for me, was my level to always be like, not to make light of situations and fucking to not really take life so seriously, And
I like to do that. Like if something is very weird, and that's why I like comedians. I fuck with the comedy because you can't take everything serious. All right, somebody died, man. Yes, people die every day and it sucks. But you know what? There's something funny in it. Something funny in something.
Like, look, he died on the toilet.
Yeah, I'm saying that shit, my nigga. He was releasing, man. And I guess he released a couple more on the way out. Whatever, but you know what? It's fucking a little funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, please find. I mean, I don't want to die anytime soon, but you know what? If I die doing something funny, you can laugh at it. It's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I ain't here to be mad about it anyway. You think? And my family's not gonna get too offended. They know how I am.
Yeah,
I like fucking I like humor that makes people a little uncomfortable.
Oh yeah,
isn't that comedy though?
Yo,
really?
That's exactly what it is. It's fucking. It's not being PC, politically correct. It's about fucking, saying some shit that people think that you're the only one that got the balls to say.
Yeah, and you're like, this motherfucker was thinking. I was trying to erase that shit out of my head. This nigga done brought it out. I love that.
Yeah, like I said, I don't take life too seriously. You ain't gonna make it out alive anyway. So.
These are facts. I like how you put that. You ain't gonna make it out alive anyway. I mean, shit, we all got an expiration date.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy the time you have here, man. And also just, piggybacking on just enjoying the time you have here, just for, you guys that are not doing well, that are not happy about certain things. I just want to put that out there, man. Life is very short, man. Think about what the fuck got you down and make sure that it's something that's worth it, which usually it's not. You
might be caught in the grip, whatever. You can always fucking do the hokey pokey and turn your life around.
100%, man. That's what life is, ups and downs. And you're gonna think everything's up. Man, even Joe Rogan, man, my podcast
yo, I like
uncle,
that dude, yo.
Fucking love that guy. Right now, his podcast, which is he's the king of podcast, isn't doing the best it's been doing. He's in a transition mode.
His comedian shit is dope too. I don't know if you
he's
pay
a good
attention.
comic, man.
Yo. But you know what? He's not your traditional comic. It's just that his point of view and his way of viewing things is so outlandish that it makes you laugh. It's like, yo.
And when he does the physical shit, that's what's funny. Like he had a dinosaur thing there, then he was climbing a chair. I was fucking
yo, and he's
like
a big advocate for DMT, and I smoked that shit on a number of occasions. And that shit is life changing, yo. Fucking
I've never died, so I've only smoked weed and
my
drank
soul
in my
left
life.
my body on DMT.
Yeah,
I watched.
Give me a story. Do you remember anything from it?
Yes. So I was fucking sitting in my boy's living room. He's got this fireplace mantle and like a fucking big screen TV above the mantle. So I took my hit. I had my shoes off. I laid back. Everybody left me alone. It was like a comfortable environment. And all of a sudden, it was like everything became like fucking pixelated, like how fucking that video game. What the fuck is that game? Not Fortnite. What's the other one?
I was gonna say Excite Bike. I don't know why.
Minecraft, where everything's like that fucking pixelated
yeah, my
shit.
kid used to play that.
So his fireplace mantle like morphed into some fucking like how Transformers fucking transform into like a robot. Like it was like that, like and fucking it was just crazy. And there was like some old school fucking like Motown commercial on, like fucking, I don't know, it was like la 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 means I love you or some crazy shit, like the Spinners or fucking the Delphonics. And it just put me in such a mood. Like
they put you in a commercial?
No, it like check this out. Like it was so like peaceful. Like I literally watched my soul leave my body and it took me to this nether realm. And fucking while like still being coherent onto my surroundings as to what was going on around me, it fucking made me have like this new understanding of life and let me know that this isn't where it ends. This life is not where it ends. So this might be it in your physical sense, but your soul and your spirit carries on. And that's true. If you studied science, you know that energy can't be destroyed. So it has to go somewhere. So like your soul will fucking live on. I think there is an afterlife. I am a firm believer in that. And fucking, you just don't, you're not just worm food when you die.
Can I say something crazy?
That was the experience DMT gave me. Go ahead.
About that right there? About the afterlife and the having kids, me, I have 3. And shit, 16, 4 and 2.
Pull-out game is atrocious.
Well, I'm married, so I was married. I was with my wife.
He said my couch pulls out. I don't.
Now, I'm gonna be real with you. My pull-out game is amazing. I was with it's ridiculous, but I was with my wife for 8 years, man. Never condom up, man. And then when we got married, a couple months later, she got pregnant because I started going in
when it was right for you, bro.
Yeah, I was at that point. Ain't
nothing coincidental or accidental, man. That shit. Yeah.
I told my wife, I was like, we was like, yo, I was like, I don't know. I don't think I'm okay anymore. I smoked too much weed and shit because I had my son already. But I was like, maybe I can't make any more babies.
Second guess your lifestyle. Yeah.
But I definitely made sure that at that time I was doing the pull out. And then once we got married, I was like, whatever, man. We're married. I'm not. She's not going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. We here, so it is what it is. If we make a beautiful family, which we have, I love my baby so much.
God bless you.
Know what I'm saying? Thank you. Yeah, that's great. But hold on, what was I going through right now? Oh fuck. All right, you said. All right, so me having 3 kids and them coming into the world, I feel like babies, once they can start doing things, they want to kill themselves. It sounds nuts.
Hear me out. Like a fucking like a death wish.
Like they know that they don't want to be here because they came from something better, from another location.
Oh,
I just feel like
shit,
maybe there's another world that we don't know about, but they know. They remember it at that age. That's why you don't remember shit when you're that age.
Isn't that crazy? You spend nine months in the pussy, spend the rest of your life trying to get back in it.
Yeah. Yes. I'm going to be doing that after the show. Now, but moving on. So, yeah, I'm married, man, and the kids will be sleeping. So, but yeah, I always feel like, I was telling my wife that, I was like, yo, I feel like the kids, they know something we don't know, man, because every second they get, you could chalk it up to, they don't know anything, or you could chalk it up that they know more than we know. They don't know how to talk. They can't tell you anything, but they're like, yo, I gotta roll out this crib as high as I can so I can get the fuck out of here. This is not where I want to be, man. You guys gotta work and shit. We're doing fun things over there somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
The afterlife ain't gonna be working a job, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If it's anything, it's gotta be something so amazing that they'd want to go back to it. That's all. Maybe I'm stupid.
No, there's nothing like the innocence of a kid. So like my nephew does some shit, makes me laugh all the time. It's like
they're amazing. When you listen to them,
my nieces and nephews, it's nuts. So some of the shit that comes out of their mouth is like fucking amazing. It's like it makes sense. You know what I mean? And what makes me laugh too is when they use cuss words in the right sense.
Yo, my 2-year-old, before she just became 2 last week, but before that, she was saying, "Oh shit," in the right time. Like something
you can't be mad at that.
I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "I get it. I get it, babe."
But we in the grocery store.
You dropped something.
Yeah. Time and a place, baby.
I'll keep it Gucci. Cursing is literally not something that, more for my wife is more into it. Like, don't let him curse.
Yeah.
My thing is that, listen, man, we got more things to worry about. I got to teach him about not getting raped. I got to teach him to learn how to fight and defend themselves because the world is a fucked up place.
Mm-hmm.
Cursing to me really doesn't bother me. Now, it doesn't mean that I want my daughter to say, hey, fuck you, papi. They're not going to do that. But, they're not going to be cursing at me around me all the time. But it's more of a respect thing, but they're not going to do it.
If using its right context, then
in the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be like, hey, Dad, man, I just dropped my fucking toy and this fucking... Now that I'm not going to allow.
Nah.
But, in the right time, man.
I was victim of the wooden spoon.
Oh, my God. Yo,
I'm a wooden spoon survivor. Yeah, definitely.
Me too. Me and my sister got rid of my mom had a plastic spoon. We got rid of that shit on the low on her ass. We didn't know that, she would buy another one. But either way, you know what I'm saying? We knew that she wasn't going to hit us with the metal ones. You hear that leather
belt crack like that? Snap.
Yo, it's time.
Yeah.
Or yo, go take a shower. The shower. That when you've done something bad.
Put the cold water on?
Yo.
My father did that shit. He'd be like, motherfucker, laughing at me. Yeah, put that cold water.
No, I got my ass whooped with the belt in the shower, nigga.
Nah, my father cut the hot water off. Cut the hot water off.
Yo, but you know what? That taught me to, you know, respectfully, I'm not saying that I'm strong, but I feel like I'm too strong to be hitting babies, so I don't hit my kids.
No, and that's one thing. That's
Can't
one
hit my
thing.
kids.
You know, and I was talking to somebody about this too. It was kind of like a bronze sale. They talk about fucking what's better, like fear or love and shit like that. I think if a healthy amount of fear is instilled in you, that'll make you act right. You're not gonna act up because you're fearful of the consequence. So I'm not saying fucking, you know, have your kids fucking live in you know, in dire fear of you, but also let them know like you ain't gonna be fucking.
Oh, you can get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you can get it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Usually the enforcer is the mom because they got the softer hands. My wife's the enforcer. When it comes to the ass whoopers, I went to swing on my daughter. She was doing some fuck shit. So I went to swing on my daughter to hit her in her butt. I went like this. I literally just right before, and I just went. It was just like it was more of a push than a spank. Yo, I just can't do it. I'm the worst. It's because they're girls too. Like with my son, even him, I didn't hit him. No, I never hit him. That's
the real thing. Like like if you was a fucking player and you're fucking in your adolescence, shit like that, God's gonna fucking pay you back and give you a daughter.
You know what's funny, yo? I have not one woman out there that can say I played her out because I've always been honest. I've always told them, listen. This dick ain't yours. We out here. I'm out here fucking slinging this thing like a fucking cowboy.
This is community shit.
Yeah, we are. I'm for the streets. I was for the streets for a long time. Yeah. So now I'm with the wife. I'm good. I'm not for the streets. I'm locked the fuck down. Always rock my ring everywhere I go. I'm good and I'm happy.
That's very admirable, man.
But
definitely.
I never ever played a chick out and made her think that. As a matter of fact, I got cheated on once.
Yo,
and that should have changed me and made me. But you know what? When you get cheated on by somebody,
it changed you.
You can either take that and be like, yo, fuck all bitches and just fucking go run train on everything, which I did for a while. And
or
then
make you search for something significant, something meaningful. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But then you also have an eye open. You know, I trusted too much when I was younger. Yeah. I trusted too much when I was younger. That taught me, hey man, bring that back. You need to trust back a little. You gotta earn that, bud. You can't just be giving trust out like that. Yeah. And you know what? It's good that it happened, man. Hey man, these hoes is gonna be hoes. They're gonna be hoes, and it's okay. Yeah. It's okay because we need that. We need wives. We need everything in the world except for pedophiles and really, really bad people that are just murdering everybody for no reason. We don't need you guys. There's literally no reason for you guys here.
Yeah.
Kill yourself. But you know what I'm saying?
I'm all about that peaceful shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think like even like you can let like your fucking personal life interfere with other shit that you're trying to achieve. Like, you know, there's been many times I've neglected friends and things that I enjoy by being in a relationship, not being able to paint as often or like, hey, sorry fellas, I'm wifed up, I'm cuddled up tonight. You know what I'm saying? And like, but that's a life on life's terms. You go through that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that when you find the right one, that they'll embrace these different these different hobbies these different hobbies that you have, and they will embrace it and let you have that freedom because they know that this is something that brings you peace and makes you happy. So they're not trying to take away from that. And I think that's when you know it's real. Like, yo, when you know it's real, you'll feel it deep down in your balls, and there's no.
Do you feel? All right, so you guys are in a relationship, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out, Cheryl.
Yeah, you guys been together a long time? Long time?
No, this is new, but we've known each other since we were teens.
Oh, okay. So, look, like, so my.
This is like.
Oh, so she went this. Look how cute she does the cute eyes on you. Like, she really likes you, man.
Yeah, no, because I remember I did something by her house. I did her name like back in the day, and she's like, I'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? And it seems corny, but like I always done that for like, you know, like I think that that's a priceless gift, is like doing something. And I always tell, like, you know, if I shout you out in my graffiti, then that means something, because this is something that's near and dear to my heart. And if I include you in it, if I shout out you in a piece, then, you know,
that's love, man.
Yeah,
it's on there. It's out there, and especially if you're gonna write out.
I ain't shouting out fucking one night stands. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I big you up says something. And I think, you know, you got to leave your personal life at home, but like, you know, fucking.
Well, just throwing up a Cheryl, there's 1,500,000 kabillion Cheryls. Exactly. So it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unless you put a social security on there, that's not going to work out too well.
No, it ain't going to work.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be all right.
Nah. But like I said, fucking, you gotta find somebody who's down for you, all aspects of you.
Yeah, ride with me. If you're gonna be with me, you gotta take. Like, I don't understand how you're gonna be in a
rainbows and blowjobs.
Exactly. Even though that's cool, we can blowjob it all the time if you want. I mean, I'm not mad at that. But
it ain't gonna suck itself.
Yeah, it really isn't. So we need you around, miss. But
Jesus, you're wild.
Yeah. But yeah, besides that, yeah, totally forgot how I was going because you made me laugh. Yo. Love, man. Love is good. And it's good to have a good partner, a person that rides with you. Because every time that, people get in relationships, I've seen niggas get changed by a bitch. And I'm like, how you going to have her change where you've been?
Yeah, you knew what it was when you signed up for the shit.
Exactly. Yeah. You saw me. You know who I am.
Yeah.
Don't try to change me.
Nah.
Ride with me in what I'm doing. If anything, help me with what I'm doing. If you think that I might get caught, come out with me and be a lookout.
Yeah.
Do something. Rock with me because I'm going to rock doing whatever I'm doing. My podcast, this takes away time from my family. I don't make any money. As a matter of fact, I spend money doing this. So to be honest, it's
something that you enjoy.
I love this shit.
Yeah.
I enjoy the living shit out of it. But you know what? My wife allows me, not allows me, but allows me the time because there's sometimes that a nigga will hit me up. Like I got another podcast on Saturday. I wasn't supposed to podcast Saturday. I work Saturday night. But, these are two people coming from the Bronx. They're cool. I'm excited to have them on. I'm going to fucking pod with them.
Yeah, make time for it. Yeah.
Exactly. But that could have been time to be with my family during that day because I worked that night. I could have been that time that I'm going to spend with them.
No, but it's not that you're neglecting them. And I think there's a fine line too.
She doesn't shit on me for taking that time away from them. You feel me? Because I work a lot also. So that's all I'm saying. Is it's good to have a partner that understands what you're doing, what you were saying also.
You can have somebody be bitter or somebody that makes you better. And I think
it rocks with you. Yeah, it gives you ideas, things like that. That pushes the narrative that you're trying to live.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be, we only live once, man. And we shouldn't be trying to change none of that.
You got a problem with fucking, what I'm trying to achieve is, especially as far as my graph goes, and you ain't the one for me. And I think that shit shines through. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking.
Have you lost relationships because of this?
Yes, I have. And I was like, me just being the fucking asshole I am, I was like, I wish I could marry a fucking can of paint. A can of paint, a can of paint ain't never fucked their fucking ex-girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like when all else when all else failed, like fucking.
She went back lesbian?
No, boyfriend. Excuse me. Like fuck they ex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's true.
But that's happened to me, and like damn, like you 30 years old, like fucking, what are you really doing with your life? And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what
people need to understand,
like, it's not
everybody does something.
It's not age sensitive.
No.
There's fucking writers that been writing from the 80s that are still in their fucking 60s that are still painting. Look at Scene and fucking all these cats from New York. Well, maybe high 50s, but whatever.
Yeah. Look at Cope. He's out. He's been doing this shit forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole nother discussion.
Same style forever, but it's okay, man. You can keep going doing your thing. Respect to you. You can come on the show. We'll talk about it.
That goes to piggyback off of the fucking snitch shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, fucking apparently he ratted out Hal and Nazem or some shit like that.
Oh, that's whack. Don't come to the show, nigga. You're not invited.
Like fucking a lot of people give him shit for that. But you know what? At the end of the day, you can't deny the work that he's put in or the legend he created for himself.
Yeah, you can't deny it. But
so that's neither here nor there. Like, there's three sides to a story.
You can build bridges, brother. You can build bridges and be a bridge builder, right? The day you come out on Instagram on live sucking dick, my nigga, you're a dick sucker.
Yeah.
Done. So it just can't. We can't do that, man. Once you snitch on somebody,
that's it. That's all you need.
There's no reasoning for that, my nigga. You're doing street shit. You handle shit on the street, my nigga. If you're a street person, I'm not a street person. I'm a civilian. I fucking work and I have a podcast, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I decided to call the cops on somebody, it's okay. And doesn't mean that's going to happen. So don't come over here starting no wreck because I got it for you if you want it.
Yeah, but that's never the solution is what I'm saying.
That's not the solution, man. If you're a street nigga, you keep that where it needs to be, man. They ain't your boys. Now they're your boys all of a sudden because they gave you some Popeyes in the room. Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, you get fucking. That's like the ultimate disgrace. Like,
I can't respect you. I can't respect people that snitch. You don't have a story that you can tell me that's gonna work that out for me. That I'm gonna be like,
your standards and your morals are already fucking misconstrued from the rip.
I can't hang with you,
man.
So
the fucking, if you have kids, your fucking offspring is gonna be fucking snitches just like you, and so on.
You just cursed your family, bro.
Yeah, really.
Don't have any more kids. Just end it with you.
Yeah, for real. Don't fucking reproduce.
Don't. Yeah, man. But good. So hold on.
I don't have no kids at the moment. I fucking work. I'm a productive member
Pull
of
out game
society.
is on point.
Yeah, well, maybe not so much, but I mean, fucking, if that happens, and that's something I'm willing to go through. I think that it's only right at my my time in life or whatever. And fucking, I think that people like real writers, they let their real life get in the way of shit that they love. And granted, like I said, back to life on life's terms, but you got to be able to fucking have an outlet. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to have something.
Especially if that's the monkey on your back. You better fucking write that shit out, man. Let's fucking get to writing. There's a million things you could do worse than writing, my brother.
Oh, you'd be a fucking dope fiend. You could be a
Yeah, there's a million things. Yeah. There's a million things that are just frowned upon. And when I see graffiti, I don't look at it as something that should be frowned upon, man. You're doing some ballsy shit. You're going against the grain and you're doing some shit. You're getting your name out there, especially if you're doing it right and clean. Mm-hmm. I got nothing but props for you, my dude.
There's actually people that, that play me close that I actually changed their outlook on graffiti and, made them see it in a different light. Like, you know what I'm saying? It keeps me youthful. It keeps me fucking sharp. But you know what? It's something that I always went to when the times got tough. Like fucking, it's something I always had. When all else failed, I always had graffiti, and that was always my outlet. And I made people realize that it ain't fucking just ignorant fucking vandalism. Like there is an art form behind it, whether you want to see it or not.
Yeah. The ignorant vandalism would be writing on someone's garage. Hey man,
or a church, or a fucking, or a cemetery.
Yeah, but besides that, I just feel like, hey man, you're putting your name out there. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not hitting something that somebody owns. Meaning, a house. You hit somebody's house on a suburb block. What are you doing?
No, that's corny. You got no love for that. Yeah.
That's literally nothing. That's vandalism. You're being a dick, man. These people have to pay for that. People that own buildings, sorry, buddy, we own this. And this is a no fame spot. So if somebody hits it, I will be crossing you out. Let it rock for 2 days, then I'll paint over it. But at the end of the day, fame spots are fame spots. Go there. Don't hit little inside fucking houses and shit.
I wouldn't necessarily fucking go and try to fucking make people persuade people to do that, because you got to be, you got to stay in your lane. Don't go hitting Wall of Fame spots with fucking cats that fucking are considered top of their tier, and you're trying to fucking just toy up the place. You know what I'm saying? So stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying?
That's another rule, man. Word, yeah.
Definitely. If you fucking started writing 2 months ago, you got no business being at the Wall of Fame. Go ahead and
You're
take
not
all the
supposed to
pictures.
be writing next to MSK where they wrote MSK.
Yeah.
You can't put a throwy on top because you got a ladder, my nigga. You can't do that, bro. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. They're gonna do it though.
No, they will. Yeah, it's been done. It still goes on to this day.
Aggressively.
I see this shit and it amazes me. It amazes me.
Yeah. Yo, before we go, man, it's been great talking to you.
Yo, likewise, man. Like I said, it was long overdue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you have another message? You dropped a lot of good gems. This is probably the first graph podcast I've done that we've literally stayed on graph, because you were so forthcoming with good conversation and just gems of the game and shit. So I usually when I catch a nigga slipping, I'll be like, oh, we're gonna talk about Trayvon Martin now, nigga. Don't come here without things to say, because I'll start talking about whatever's on my mind, nigga. My sneakers that I wanted to wear that I didn't match the outfit that I might have worn, but we wore the same sneakers, so I changed. I don't know, whatever it is. But I'll come up with some other shit and I'll make the show about me all of a sudden. But you, sir, you didn't allow that. You fucking took the show and you did a good job, man. I don't know, man. You're a talented man. You might come back. You should if you start comedy, you need to come back and see me.
I'd love to, definitely. Yo,
definitely come back and see me so we can break that down. But you know how to run a conversation. You know how to be a part of a conversation, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's where people fuck up. They don't talk to listen. They talk so they can get their own shit in and say what the fuck they gotta say. And it's like, fucking shut the fuck up. Take the cotton out of your fucking ears and put it in your mouth.
Yeah. And then when I'm ready to hear you, take it out and put it in your ears. So
whatever you do, fucking blow it out your ass. Who gives a fuck?
Where is more, man? So any other gems, any other thing you want to let people know about? Not OC, about Ocky Balboa.
I just want to say, shout out to my day ones, fucking cats that consider me brother, Serm, and Tice, fucking Jones. A lot of cats that I've met through this travel, fucking, you know, Goomba and Habit and Nab and, you know, Risky. A lot of these fucking brothers that are Answer. God bless Answer. He just lost a puppy. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, man, they're hurting, man. Yo,
Yeah.
rest in peace to Young Pup, man. I
Yo,
know that y'all hurting, man. Sorry
Akuma,
about that.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I wanna do a piece for that pup, man, because
Akuma. Rest in peace, Akuma. I
rest
think
in
that's
peace,
the name.
Akuma. And you know, I got really tight and I built some relationships with people that are really significant. And you know, there's no denying fucking you know, like a natural fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not like a
Natural
spark.
connection.
Yeah, like, but not to sound so corny like that. Like, you know, you just vibe well with people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that can't be overlooked. And fucking you know, everybody that got love for me, I got love for you, and I'm just gonna keep doing me, man. That's it. Heck, thank you so much for having me, bro.
Yo, seriously, man. You know, this was a real pleasure having you. I mean, I hate saying this, but this is gonna be one of my favorites, man. You know what I'm saying? I say that a lot because I enjoy doing this shit, and the people that come on, these are great people. You know what I'm saying? They know the vibe. They know people that come on the show. They know the vibe of my show, and they come and they bring the good energy. So I appreciate when you guys can do that, and I appreciate when you can hold a great conversation, my brother. Thank you again for coming.
No, thank you.
Yo, this whiskey no chaser, man. See ya. Chop 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 chop